Okay, so let's take a look at number 24 from the study guide. And this is going to be, I think, a little bit faster for a few reasons. One, we've already covered the formula. If you saw the video before this one, we've got our formula as rate over medication times volume. And this is our infusion pump formula to find milliliters over hours. So keeping this here on the side, we'll come back to it. We've got this question here. The physician ordered 100 milligrams of nitroglycerin and 250 milliliters of D5W is to infuse at 15 micrograms per minute per infusion pump, always milliliters per hour. What is the correct IV rate in milliliters per hour? Round to the nearest whole number. Okay, so the physician ordered 100 milligrams in this giant bag of D5W. And the bag, there's 250 milliliters of dextrose 5% in water in this container. So we're infusing at 15 micrograms per minute. And so this means for every minute that goes by, the patient's getting 15 micrograms regardless. It doesn't matter how much they weigh, it doesn't matter like how much body surface area they have, it's just 15 micrograms per minute. Okay, I've got 15 micrograms per minute. What is the correct IV rate? And when it comes to IV rate, we're going to be using this formula if we want it, if it's coming from the infusion pump and they want it in milliliters per hour. So that's my rate over my medication times volume. And so the units for rate, it has to be per hour, 1. And then between the rate and the medication, they have to have the same units. So if the top is milligrams, the bottom has to be milligrams. The top is grams, the bottom has to be grams. So the physician ordered 100 milligrams, and here we're working with micrograms. So we're already at like, a discrepancy. So we're at 15 micrograms per 1 minute. Let's convert micrograms to milligrams. We've got kilograms, grams, milligrams, micrograms. We're going from micrograms to milligrams, so we're going to be dividing by 1,000. Gives us 0.015 milligrams. And so I've got 0.015 milligrams still per minute. We didn't change anything here. So it's 0.15 milligrams per 1 minute. For every 1 minute that goes by, the patient gets 0.15 milligrams. And so this top value for the rate for the time here, it has to be in hours. And so we're in minutes. And so if we multiply the top and bottom by 60 to turn this 1 minute into 60 minutes, and that's our 1 hour. We'll multiply our 0.015 times 60. So we've got 0.015, it's already written from before. 0.015 times 60 gives us 0.9. So that's 0.9 milligrams for every 1 hour that goes by. And so we'll take this value. Now we're finally at a value that we like. We're at milligrams, our medication's in milligrams, it's perfect. It's in hour format. And for the formula, it has to be in hour format. So we'll take our 0.9, divide by our medication. That's 100 milligrams from the medication. And then multiplying by volume, we have 250 milliliters. So multiplying by 250, 0.9 divided by 100 times 250. We get 2.25 milliliters. I'm sorry, 2.25 milliliters per 1 hour. And so they want our value, and that's our answer. This is our answer. This here, by virtue of using this formula and the values they gave us, we're saying, hey, you told us the patient's getting 15 micrograms per 1 minute, and so when I measure out the medication, that gives me 0.015 milligrams after converting it from micrograms to milligrams. They're getting 0.9 milligrams every hour. Okay, at this rate, given this and this volume and the medication volume that we have, they're getting 2.25 milliliters every 1 hour. So we went from micrograms per minute to milliliters per hour, which is way more like when someone hears it, oh, they're getting 2.25 milliliters per hour. That's way easier to like conceptualize, to visualize than the 15 micrograms per 1 minute. So if we're doing 2.2 milliliters per 1 hour, that's our answer. They want it in whole numbers. So 2.25 Our whole number is 2. Taking a look at to the right of it, that's also 2. It's less than 4. It's 4 and less. So we're looking at 2.0 milliliters per hour, or 2 milliliters per hour. If we take a look at our answer, it was 2 milliliters per hour, so we're looking good.